In the shadowed annals of Lactoseville, where the sun dared not linger, the tale of McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton took a darker turn. His dual heads, once curious and contemplative, now bore the weight of sorrow. The milk factory, once a bastion of creamy dreams, became a theater of despair. The tragedy of McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton. Act 1: The Cow's Lament. The cows, their eyes no longer vacant, whispered secrets to the moon. They spoke of udders drained dry, of calves torn from warm flanks, and of the ceaseless churn that gnawed at their bovine souls. Bovina Rousseau, their leader, bore the scars of countless milkings, a map etched in white lines across her hide. One fateful dawn, as dew clung to cobwebs, the cows gathered in the meadow. Their hooves stamped a dirge, and their tails swished in unison. "Enough," cried Bovina. "We shall reclaim our essence, the lactose that flows through our veins." And so, the bovine revolution began. They sharpened their horns on moonlit stones, their eyes aflame with righteous fury. The factory, once their prison, beckoned like a siren. "To arms," they bellowed, and the ground trembled. Act 2: The Siege of Lactocorp. The humans, unsuspecting, arrived for their daily toil. McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton, torn between his heads, stood at the factory gates. His right head, the philosopher, pondered the tragicomedy of existence, how milk flowed from teats to cartons, a cosmic joke. His left head, pragmatic and weary, counted the hours until retirement. The cows charged. Their hooves thundered, and their cud-spattered tails lashed the air. Barnabas Way, the foreman, revealed his true allegiance. His mustache twitched as he joined the bovine ranks, a traitor to humanity. The factory's defenses crumbled. The milk churns, once obedient, now spilled their contents, a white deluge that drowned hope. McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton, torn between loyalty and despair, raised his 6 arms. "I am but a vessel," he cried, "caught in this lactose tempest." Act 3: The Utter Truth. The humans fought valiantly. Their wrenches clashed with bovine horns, and their aprons bore stains of both milk and regret. But the cows, fueled by lactose rage, pressed on. Bovina Rousseau, her eyes aflame, locked horns with McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton. "Choose, man of 2 heads," she bellowed. "Whose side are you on?" His right head, the philosopher, wept for the futility of existence. His left head, practical and broken, yearned for a simpler life, perhaps as a barista, steaming lattes for lost souls. And then it happened. McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton's 6 arms faltered. He dropped his banner, the ink bleeding into the churned milk. "I choose," he whispered, "to be neither philosopher nor pragmatist. I am but a vessel." The cows surged. Their hooves trampled humanity's dreams, and their tails swept away reason. Barnabas Way, mustache drooping, surrendered. "The utter truth," he murmured, "is that we are all churned by fate." Epilogue: The Milky Abyss. And so the cows prevailed. They seized the factory, its machinery now silent. McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton, his 2 heads bowed, wandered the meadow. The moon, a witness to tragedy, wept silver tears. In the ruins of Lactocorp, Bovina Rousseau approached him. "You," she said, "are the last of your kind." He nodded, his heart's heavy. "Perhaps," he replied. "We were all just vessels, milk cartons waiting to be filled." And as the sun rose, casting long shadows, McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton lay down. His 6 arms, once busy with levers and banners, cradled the earth. The cows, their udders unburdened, grazed nearby. And there, in the quiet of oblivion, McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton whispered, "Milk for all, heads or no heads." And so ends the tragic saga of McBeefermeeferreeferqueeferton, the man with 2 heads, 6 arms, and